My name is Eric Sander. I'm a Senior Operations Consultant with Gemba Research. One of the first things that I think you need to do when you're looking at trying to make a major change in your organization is to first establish the need for the change. People need to understand that we can't do business as usual, and there has to be some kind of a change, reason for change. What is the burning platform, it is sometimes called. So I think it is absolutely necessary to explain to the organization what that change needs to be. What are we failing to do as a business that we could do better? Are we losing profit? Are we losing market share? Do we have poor customer service? What are the issues that really push for change? And I think if people understand that need, they are certainly much more willing to make changes in their behaviors or in their activities that will help bring about a positive change for the company.
My name is Jerry Robidoux. I'm a Senior Consulting Engineer with Gemba Research. When we talk about change management, probably the most important thing that I think that people in an organization need to know is what is going to change and what is not going to change, because when people hear about change, they immediately begin to worry. Am I going to lose all of my perks? What's going to happen? So make it very clear to people what is going to change and what is not going to change, and also why that change is necessary and how that change is going to affect the company and how that change is going to affect each individual. Then the other thing that you need to keep in mind, particularly if you're part of management, is you got to keep reiterating why the change is necessary, and you got to keep reiterating it, because what's going to happen is the first time that you get on board with it and get excited about it and start talking to people about it, it's going to take a while, particularly in large companies, for that to filter all the way down to the lowest levels, and people are going to pick it up at different times. You might have to talk to somebody 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times about the change before it finally sinks in why it's important to them. So if you're a senior manager and you've said, okay, I've decided what we're going to change and this is really exciting and we're going to do it, now I've told all of my people about it, now I can move on to something else. No, you got to keep focused on it. You got to keep reiterating, keep coming back to it until it finally takes hold in the whole organization.
My name is Bob Reese. My challenge had to do with helping a Department of Defense test center change to meet the requirements of the 21st century. My approach and technique was to take a look at senior management and also the supervisors in our organization, and to try and get them to challenge the status quo or the ways of doing business that they had become so successful at. First thing I did was get them to read authors who challenged standard ways of doing business and the status quo. I also took them through a detailed review of Louis Gerstner's transformation of IBM. I chose that because it was a highly successful company throughout the early and mid 20th century that had unfortunately by the 90s really misunderstood what its customers needed and did not see the change that was ahead. We face a similar situation. We're a highly successful organization, but our customers' needs were changing and we needed to change along with it. I also introduced lean to the organization, and in particular to the management, so that they could understand that their established ways of doing business did not necessarily meet the customer's needs and certainly did not reflect value as it was perceived by our customers. And I personally conducted professional development courses for all of the junior supervisors to get them started with an understanding of the power of lean and its ability to help them not only meet their customers for the processes they were involved in, but how they could be part of the much larger operation that we did to meet our customers' needs across the entire value stream.